my name is Zilia and you're welcome to the first ever episode of The Office Show. So it's a show where we talk about matters that affect us as youths. In the office today, I have a couple of my friends which I want to introduce to you. So let's start from David.
Hi, I'm David.
I'm Ruki.
Yeah, I'm Jim.
And Blessing.
Okay, so today's topic is rain and fashion. So in 2013, a poll was carried out and it was discovered that 39% of Nigerians believe that most people were raped because of the way they were dressed. And 29% of those Nigerians also believe that people were raped, or people are usually raped by people they knew. Do you believe rape is caused by the victim's dress sense, or rape is just something that happens in Nigeria? What do you guys think?
Well, I would say it's a mixture of both. Because men are moved by what they see.
Okay.
So that is where the provocative fashion comes in. Secondly, it could be a mindset thing. I don't think any sane man would want to just think about rape. It's something that somebody must have been nurturing the feeling over time, maybe from the provocative dressing of the female, or maybe he's easily sexually aroused. Because I don't know why you would not, because sex is a mutual feeling. The other person would have to want it and vice versa. So I think it's a mixture of both.
Actually, you made mention of something that has to do with the mindset. That is, to me, that's actually it. It has to do with the mind. Because, okay, if you tell me it was the lady is dressed so provocatively, that's why I would have to rape her. Why would I have to force her to now have sex with me because she's dressed?
I just think those people, they have a problem, because I don't see why anybody in his right mind would force someone into doing what they don't want to do, especially sex.
But we've had this saying that those dress the way you want to be addressed. I know we're in the fashion age whereby, okay, you can dress sexy and everything, but then I think it's a mind thing, like you rightly said. There are some people that are just naturally sick, and anything they see, even if you dress properly or not, but they will go for it. But I think it's a mind thing, as in they are sick upstairs, probably from their childhood, probably they were raped as a guy when they were growing up or something. It must be from the upbringing or something.
What do you think, David?
Well, basically, if you check your definition of provocative, I'm sure it's somewhere displayed down on your screen. It's serving or tending to provoke, excite, or stimulate. Now, when you say it's basically an action that calls back.
Yes, but the question is, my question for you, I totally get what you mean, that it's something that calls, or do you understand? But then you might just be a lady that loves wearing short clothes. You had nothing in mind when you wore them.
Well, now I'm sorry, but if you're a lady that wears short clothes, first of all, this is 2016, and I think everybody's responsible for themselves. So if you can go ahead and wear short clothes, you should be able to protect yourself from sick people, because not everybody you see walking on the road is actually normal. Like you said, it's about the mind. But one thing you have to understand is, if you stimulate an unsound mind, you're ready to fix it.
Excuse me, let me correct you. It's not even about being unsound sometimes. Because naturally, even as a lady, when you're dressed in a very
sexy way,
it wants tends to stop you.
Exactly.
Probably when you're walking on the road. And
even
you're
if
dressed
them stopping
and
you,
the other
you see them
person is
everywhere.
dressing shabbily or sexily.
See, Jim, okay, if you say because she's dressed this way, that is why she was raped. It simply means you're trying to raise an excuse for a pedophile.
But
exactly. So, I have a question. So how?
Now, I'm sorry, but that's what I meant. I'm not saying a dress or a particular dressing is directly affects.
Yes.
It is all, like I said, it's a build-up. It's not.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
I tell people something. I say, nothing ever just happens.
Exactly.
Things lead to things. It's a build up, it's a marriage of things that are building up.
So you just got the
Now, exactly. Now, if peradventure I'm somebody that we don't know our capabilities, I don't know if I'm capable of raping someone. I would say no on camera, but you never can know this. You can never tell if.
So how do you explain, or how do you justify?
I'm not justifying. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is this: if I invite a young lady to my house, for example, we have like a brainstorm meeting or something, and then you're dressed really provocatively, and then I can't concentrate. I'm human, right? And now I'm not saying it's a basis for rape. I'm just saying you have stimulated a part in my mind.
So how do
you have
you?
suggested that something like that can occur, or I can hang on to something like that. That's what you're doing, basically.
So how do you justify a grown-up man raping a child?
Then that person
Was that child dressed?
No. We are talking about
Talking about
and we are talking about full-grown adult. So in a case whereby a man rapes a little girl, that man is
it's not.
totally sick.
Yes, that's
just
psychology.
It's totally sick, because the girl doesn't have full-blown breast.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is attracting you to.
Yes, basically.
So which brings us to the point that the person must be sick or mentally deranged.
Apart from being sick,
Yeah.
when a situation happens, you don't throw the blame to one side. The
Yeah.
woman too is at fault.
Why did you say so?
The woman too is at fault somehow, because it depends on. Okay, let's say you said a lady goes to a man's house, a random guy. You're supposed to know your friend. You're supposed to know your friend to a very good extent, and you are now going to a man's house, and you are dressed in.
What if you're wearing dress?
Wait. I'm putting out
Okay.
different situations here.
The rate of people that were actually raped.
We're not dressed
We're not
provocative.
dressed.
Yes, they're wearing dress.
Now, yes.
Most of the people that were raped, because I personally have a friend when I was in school. One of our classmates, this lady was raped, brutally raped by 4 guys. And she's one of the, well-dressed
one.
girls
Yeah.
and all that. And, so
Which brings us back to what David said, that things don't just happen. Do you understand? Things don't just happen. Those guys have targeted that girl for a while, for some reasons unknown to us.
But yes, I won't say yes.
We are kind of deviating from the topic. The topic says, is it because of the fashion trend that is causing the number of rape victims in our country today?
And I stand
no.
There are different reasons why girls are constantly raped. But in as much as it is not an excuse for a man to rape a female, you too have to be responsible for yourself. At least you know what is right.
So what of cases where you see like an uncle or someone you trust so much raping the lady?
Now,
How do you define it? Because most times,
let me tell you something here. They always say action speaks louder than voice.
Yeah.
Now, the minute you start to suggest something to me, I can take it in 1,001 ways. Now let me explain myself. I have a friend, scenario. I have a friend who are in uni together, probably now 300 level second semester, and then we've been friends from maybe 200 level second semester. So let's say running to the year now, right? And then we know that this is strictly friends business. We're just friends, we help each other out academically, we're very platonic relationship. But then this girl sometimes suggests some things to me. For example, flirting in class and covering under the, I'm sorry, but ladies know how to play their game really well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually feel, sometimes they don't. I actually feel.
They just put the temptation right.
Because
I tell you,
innocently, I'm saying innocently. And then you see a girl rubbing him in places, and then you can't ask the guy this and like, guy, how about that baby? He's like, no way, look at me. Do you understand? It makes no sense. Now give an example. That guy on a very horny day, and this girl comes and begins to suggest something. Now it's a build up of certain things. His mind begins to remember situations. Can I?
Yeah, go on.
Now, it's it's a build up of some certain things. Do you understand? Now maybe I see her in my house on a holiday.
Yeah.
And then I know where she came that bull crap off, but it happens to the best of everybody.
Yes. Now, because you guys are moved by what you see and watched. Yeah, go on.
I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Now, this girl walks into my dorm or my room or my post or whatever, and then she starts to suggest these things again. But then, if you ask her normally, she's like, no, nothing can actually ever happen between us.
My question for you.
And then, understand something.
Yes.
Get the situation in your head.
Yeah.
Even when I've never raped anybody before, but I'm thinking somebody cannot just come and tear your clothes and rape you.
That's a
It
lie.
starts with, excuse me, in this
Starts with
context.
touching.
It starts with touching.
Really?
Let me finish.
Good, don't say what you don't do, that's wrong.
There's something called
I think we're misunderstanding.
Well, yes.
Rape.
Rape is not.
When we talk about yes. When we talk about rape,
You won't force me by
we're not
romancing me.
Negotiation.
Yeah, there's no negotiation there. No
The
option.
girl is trying to lure you to.
Yes, she's not.
It's about forcefully
Taking something from her.
Darling, we're saying
Yeah.
We're not, because
Now, if you're talking, sorry David, I understand your point, but if you're talking about your situation, that your story, I understand your point whereby, okay, this guy has taken, or the girl has taken advantage of the guy, telling guys stories and everything. The guy might not even necessarily rape her. He might rape someone else. Do you get my point?
Yeah, because
He
it's
might,
with her.
because he has already understood everything in his mind and he has grown
Processed it,
processed and he might see another person and forcefully take that thing from that other person.
But that's not where I was going to.
Well,
What I was saying is this. Rape. It's just like, okay, let's say a rape incident happened in this room.
Yeah.
Now, a guy is here, a lady walks in. The guy doesn't just run after her and drags and tears her.
he would lock a guy that wants
Exactly.
a guy that wants to.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
It's a build up of activity.
So what are you saying? No, David.
You know that
Iman,
some people that were raped were not.
Give me a chance.
there are some innocent house girls in this Lagos.
Yes, that are constantly being raped.
They are constantly
That
raped
dress
by the husband.
husband and they dress like
And they
crap.
They don't themselves.
Let me tell you.
You guys,
Let me tell you.
do you guys remember before I started, I said, in this scenario.
Wait, yes, I
Do you remember that's
understand.
what I said?
Can I come in, please? Everything that you guys have said is just totally true and applicable. But the thing is that rape can come in different
forms.
and for different reasons. Now, that man that is raping his housemate is totally insane. Trust me.
Every guy,
Let me correct it
Any
again.
guy that could rape
Anybody,
girl,
yes.
That's just the thing. And does the dressing also affect? Hell yes, it does.
I don't think it affects in every
It does.
case, sorry.
It does. It does.
It
I will
doesn't.
stand on my ground.
I wouldn't,
If
though.
it doesn't, even the Bible will not condemn indecent dressing. Because in First Peter, it's already written that do not do.
Are you, my question though, I have a question for you. Are you justifying the fact that someone else raped a man
No.
raped a lady?
Let me
Because no matter how
understand.
provocatively a lady was dressed,
See, let me
you have no right. You should be able to control your eyes. You should be able to control your heart.
Can I say something? You're trying to say there is no justification. Just like yesterday we were having a talk, I said there is no justification to any sin whatsoever that you commit here.
Yes,
That
exactly.
is just the thing. You could, even in another instance, okay, I stole fish because I was hungry.
It's still
Now, in a normal, yeah, he's poor. So should you guys do somebody?
Exactly.
But the thing is that even the man that is raping, so because she's your housemaid, she's
yeah.
you now want to rape her. Why are you raping her?
Or because she wore a sexy dress. That's
I
control
don't
yourself.
provide the man as well.
I think the problem here is we are confusing things.
Yes.
Now we're not saying it is a justification. If it was that, then some people would get away with rape.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
because
true.
she simply said she was indecent.
Eggs
she
and the
was
judge
not
say, bam, no case closed.
We're not
That
saying
is true.
go ye into the world and rape. No.
But we're saying that the lady should be responsible.
Yes.
Okay, when we were married, like one
The lady should
there
be
was a day I was going, I think we went to one office somewhere, and this girl wore distressed jean. The jean was obviously distressed because it was ripped from her thigh to the leg, and it was broad daylight, and she's very fair. And I just, everybody does it. We're looking at her, this weekend will be hot.
And I'm sure, was she with a very good apart?
No?
Exactly, my point. Nobody is saying you can't dress the way. I'm a huge fan of Rihanna. She has exposed every part of her body. Right?
I think.
But then you
won't see her
walking
walking on the street.
Now,
in New York City on the road naked.
Another thing with Nigerians is that we get this whole thing wrong. We want to copy the same.
Yes, and then we don't
And you forget that
Yes.
the way they reason
And
out there is not
It's
the way.
quite different.
Guys, their body shape. Sometimes they want to be like Beyonce.
It's not even about the body shape.
And then you have
We
balls
like to
coming from
do
the
the
side.
one you did for Nkechi. In this Nigeria, ladies like do the one where you do for Nkechi, whether it fits me, no fits me.
Yes.
I want Nkechi hairstyle. Even if Nkechi, the hairstyle she do go with updown face, me wey get round face.
I want now, yes.
I don't care. Imagine one day I was walking, if you see this Bakasi, the girl's back is there. And she now what leggings with small top.
Oh my
And the
God.
same guy should not look at her, she should not touch
So what is her purpose? Why did she leave her house?
No,
Because she
see,
wants to
and the truth is-
attract
Yeah,
And the truth
people.
is, you know, when I see really, you know, when a lady dresses so sexy, you know, even in church,
What's your purpose?
like, you know, honestly,
Yes.
I get moved.
Because you guys are
You know,
just not
it's
so-
natural.
Yes.
That's my problem.
You guys are just really, yes. That's the thing.
It's not a matter of
It is.
being a
Because
dog or not. It's like it's supposed to be that way.
it's not supposed to be that way.
No.
Society, no.
No.
That's not
It's not supposed to be
Let me
that
tell
way.
you why.
It's not supposed
Let
to
me
be
give
that
you a question. Let me ask you a
The
question.
people who are dating will not touch
Let me
you.
let me ask you a question. Wait, let me ask you. No.
Would you let me finish?
Okay, finish.
Have you ever been a man?
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
So you have
I've never been a woman because it's
Exactly
totally
what I'm
wrong.
saying. You have
It's
never
totally
been
wrong for
You
you
have to
to
understand.
It's
When
totally
I
wrong.
tell you that
Yeah.
when you dress people, you know,
Okay, wait, let me
It's
just
totally wrong. Let me give you an example.
See that, let me
No,
just
wait now. No.
Why do prostitutes have to expose their body so that people can stand and price them?
Exactly.
Let me ask you. Let me give you a clear example. Someone like me,
Okay.
I like dressing bold. Do you understand? I may show one or two parts of my body, give you a sneak peek. It doesn't mean I'm trying to seduce you.
But do you think you are redefining
That is just me.
intention.
It is because I have no intention.
But
I don't like dressing
no,
you.
that's your
I don't like
intention.
good. So that's what I'm saying is we should learn to promote the culture of teaching these men to be able to control themselves.
Yeah.
Because let me give you an example. Abroad, you go to the beach, you see girls with bikini. Men don't rape them. But if you try it in Nigeria, you will see the ones that will come and grab you and tear your bra. It is totally wrong.
Even if you calculate the percentage of people that are raped in the Western world, it is even more than this place.
exactly.
Because they are more than us
Let me say
in population.
Because they're always dressing provocatively.
They are not always is wrong.
Listen.
That's not true.
That's what the picture
David,
was.
David, you are mad. David, you're just mad.
You guys watch out for his eyes.
Listen, no, chill, no,
Okay.
The expression
Yes.
is different. David, you're mad. David, man, you're just mad. Like he
Yeah.
said something funny.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, the lady dresses so sexy. Her intention is not to seduce yet.
Yeah, maybe she's looking for one of
Unfortunately, exactly. Okay, and sometimes she might also have the intention to seduce.
Yes.
So how am I supposed to know when the
What
intention
my
is to
intention?
seduce and not to seduce?
Yes,
Listen,
my
now I
point
told you
is
it's
you
mad.
have to
I said
control
seduce,
yourself.
but in a different way.
Good.
No, I am not trying to support rape here,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you
And you don't give people
you
privilege to
don't,
take
you know, like
advantage
when
of
you.
you.
Sorry, can I say?
Do you understand?
Yeah, go on.
I know this is going to cut a lot of things out there. It's high time we as men say this to y'all. Now, human beings like to lie to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that you lie to somebody about something being white or black doesn't change what exactly it is.
Yes.
Right? Now, you wear your clothes, yeah? You dress up, you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, today I want to slay.
Yeah.
Right? Now, please note all these points I make. You
Slay.
wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and you say, today I want to slay.
Slay, yes. I'm written it down. Go on.
Now, you open your wardrobe and you look for
Slaycation dresses.
you combine it. You take hours.
Yes, take time
You
and
take time, you combine your ass,
wear your makeup.
yeah, and you slay. Fine. A lady that dressed, in fact, I'm tired, let me just verbalize it.
Yes.
If you dress, I don't want to use the word properly. If you, she said she likes to dress too bold.
Bold, yes.
When I put on something, I'm like, it's me expressing myself.
Myself,
My
yes,
outfit.
exactly.
Don't count out the fact that you should be ready.
It's also
Face the consequence.
Now let me tell you something that we miss. It's not this generation. It pushes people to run mad and be wild, but then it doesn't tell you that in all of these things, be ready because yes, you have to be ready. I'll give you an example. Rihanna again.
Okay.
She was brutally
Someone loves
beaten.
Rihanna.
She was brutally beaten by who?
Chris Brown, yeah.
I'm sure that day she never expected it. but then she was beaten and then she learned. That's attitude, that's something else entirely. I don't know if I addressed that.
Yeah.
Rihanna called me. Yeah. So my point is, you dress like a girl wears her hot skirt, blah 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 blah. She's out there. You made mention of the Westerners. You go to, you're on the road, you see a girl. She's practically
Without full
naked.
dress.
No, let me tell you something.
You're killing the guys you don't
Let me tell you
know.
something. I'm people think that the guys.
Was they die?
Let me tell you.
Evil,
Guys of this generation, you have to give it to them. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Now today I was watching Kardashian, people of Kardashian. My mother was watching it so well in the living room, and then my dad came in. But then nobody. It's 2016 for right now. Nobody cares about skin like wearing bra. Like we've seen it. So yeah, and then he's like, what? I didn't know that this is so. I've seen they traditionally drunk kids. And to me, it seemed like it was
Normal, yeah.
But it's not normal. It is not.
Yes.
So Kim should be ready. Zelia should be ready. If you dress in a certain way, you're walking on the road, and then a guy in his home and winds down and is smacking his lips, you need to find that out in your house before coming on the road.
And excuse me, if you dress in a very indecent way, let me put it like that, and then you're walking, and the guy stops and he calls you, please just keep going. Because that, trust me, that man did not call you for any good intention other than just the boobs that is shaking or the ass that is confusing his head.
Anyway, thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. So please like, subscribe and comment down below and tell us what you think about the show and give us topics you would like us to talk about, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.